What are you supposed to be, some kind of a cosmonaut?
No, we're exterminators. Somebody saw a cockroach up on 12.
In 1984, Ivan Reitman, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and a bunch of zany ghosts took our breath away and made us laugh with Ghostbusters, which is number 24 on our list.
Hey, maybe now you'll never slime a guy with a positron glider, huh?
This was a terrific film, all shot on location in your favorite city in the world.
Yeah, New York City. And you know what really sets this film apart for me was, I was much younger when I saw this movie, and Saturday Night Live was kind of forbidden fruit back then.
Hey, where do these stairs go? They go up.
I was a little too young to stay up until 11:30 to watch all of the antics of all the people who are the stars of this movie. So this was my chance to see all these guys who are heroes of mine on Saturday Night Live in the form of this movie.
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams. Why? It would be bad.
This movie operates and works on a whole bunch of great different levels. I mean, there's this whole idea of starting a business in New York City and getting all the grants, and Annie Potts has a terrific supporting role in this thing. Rick Moranis is unforgettable as the Keymaster. And we love Sigourney Weaver anyway, but to make her this object of desire and such a key central part of the plot and the supernatural sides of this movie was a terrific concept, a great idea.
There is no Dana, only soul.
What a lovely singing voice you must have.
But really, I mean, this movie doesn't work if we don't have the lechery of Bill Murray.
Let's show this prehistoric how we do things downtown.
This was a movie that Dan Aykroyd had the idea to make years earlier. He wanted it to be wanted it to be a buddy comedy with Jim Belushi. That was his original vision for this, and of course Belushi passed away. And Dan Aykroyd, you're right, has always been a huge fan of the paranormal, always loved ghost stories, and this was ultimately the fruits of his labor and the labor of Ivan Reitman, the director, coming together with Harold Ramis as the writer on this thing and creating something that was really special. None of this works though without the incredible special effects. Slimer, the first time you meet him in the Sedgwick Hotel, dumping all the plates of food down his throat. All of the ghosts in the film are either benign or malevolent or somewhere in between the two. Sometimes they feel really friendly. Sometimes some of the ghosts you want to walk up to and give a hug to, like Slimer.
Right.
He's an ugly little spud, isn't he?
I think he can hear you, Ray.
And other ghosts in this movie are absolutely terrifying.
Yes, they are. I mean, who can forget the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is an amazing climactic sequence in this film. But you're right, the special effects have kind of stood the test of time all right. It's a lot of traditional stuff. There's puppetry, there's optical effects, there's actually hand-drawn animation to create some of the lightning bolts and things like that.
Oh, nice shooting, Tex.
So it's interesting to see this movie today and see the tricks that the filmmakers were doing to help kind of sell this supernatural plot. And it all kind of works, and part of it is that they shot a lot of it on location in New York City. They used real crowds, they didn't shoot with permits, and people were just watching these already big stars walking around with these jumpsuits and crazy backpacks on, or jumping out of their Ghostmobile. You can feel the zany, goofy, loopy love for the movie as it's being made, as you're watching.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun together. Even Ernie Hudson, once they decide they need help, they have to hire him. They bring in a fourth Ghostbuster.
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
That's all part of the reasons why we love you, Ghostbusters. You're number 24.
That's why you're the one we're gonna call.